Ginny Jones and a Little Monkey Business. Chapter 4. Happy and Lucia. My room at kindergarten is named Room 9. I have two best friends in that place. One of them has the name of Lucia. Lucia sits right exactly next to me. She has a large chair and also little left fingernails which are very glossy. My other best friend is named Grace. Me and that Grace sit together on the school bus. Except for not today, we didn't. Because today Grandpa Miller drove me. Then he walked to room 9 with me, and he waved at my teacher. Her name is Mrs. She has another name too, but I just like Mrs. and that's her. When I first walked into my room, Lucia was looking at those great new brown shoes, and their name was Pink High Tops. Hey Grace, those new shoes look very shiny, beautiful on you, I said. But that dumb Grace didn't even say thank you to me. Grace is angry at you, said Lucia. She said that she rode the bus today, and you wouldn't even dare to save her a seat, and she had to sit next to icky teeth, right, Grace? Grace bobbed her head and up and down. Yes, only I couldn't help it, Grace, I said. That's because I stay at my Grandpa Miller's all night, and there's no bus at that place. And so he had to drive me here today. Then I tried to hold that Grace's hands, only she quick pulled it away. That's not very nice of you, Grace, I said. And so guess what? Now I'm not going to tell you my special secret. That's when that Grace called me a poopy head. Lucia had my hand. I don't think you're a poopy head, Ginny, she said. And so you can tell me your special secret, and you can tell me your special secret, and I won't tell anybody, not even Grace. That's when that Grace kicked Lucia in the leg, and so Lucia pushed her down. And Mrs. had to come pull down of each other. I raised my hand very polite. I wasn't involved, I said to Mrs. After that, we had to sit down and do some work. It was called printing our numbers. Only I couldn't do mine that good because Lucia kept on talking to me, that's why. Come on, Ginny B, she said in her whispering voice. Tell me your special secret. I won't tell, I promise. I promise. Yes, only I can't, Lucia, I said. 'Cause not talking to your neighbor. Remember? The Mrs. snapped her fingers at me. See, Lucia? I told you not talking to your neighbor, I hollered. Now I get snapped at. Just then, a boy named Jim said, shh, to me. Shh yourself, you big fat Jim, I said back. After that, Mrs. stood next to me till I finished my work. Then I got it all done and collected it. That made me happy inside because guess what? After a while, something very fun, that's what. And its name is Show and Tell. Mrs. sits next to her desk. Who has something interesting to share with the class today, she said. Then my heart got very pumpy because I had the most special secret in the whole wide world. I raised my hand very high in the air. Ooh! Ooh! I heard a little loud. Me! Mrs. shook her head at me because I'm not supposed to go ooh! Me! She called on William. He is a crybaby boy in my class. Can I beat him up, I think, William, said Mrs. Since you raised your hand so politely, you may go first. And so then William carried a paper bag to the front of the room. And he took out a jar of 2 dead crickets. Except for William didn't know they were dead. He just thought they were sleeping. Jump, Happy, jump, Lusker, said William. Then he tapped on the Grace. Hey, wake up in there, she said. After that, William started shaking the jar all over the place, and he wouldn't stop. Wake up, I said, she shouted. Then Happy and Lusker started falling all apart. That's when William all apart, and Mrs. had to take the jar away. That's when William started to cry, and he had to go to the nurse's office to lie down. And so then I laid my hand way very high in the air again, because guess what? My show and tell was way better than two dead crickets. The end. 안녕히 계세요.